KNIT 2023 Vlogmas. It's the last Sunday of Advent, and I cannot believe Vlogmas is coming to an end. It has been quite a journey. I remember thinking, am I going to be able to do this? And there were a few days where I was not able to podcast because I have a really intense job, just to be honest. And so it's a lot to be doing something like this on the side. But it was so super fun. And I'm really glad that I did it. And I have decided that I am going to continue podcasting. And I'm going to actually go ahead and post maybe in a week or within a week from this last Vlogmas episode. I will post I'm going to call it a pilot episode that I filmed with my friend Jonna in August of this year. So I'll call it the pilot because typically you don't start a podcast with a guest. And typically you don't start a podcast during Vlogmas. So I'm just not doing anything that typical. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to call it a pilot. Now, I can smell these candles burning and I'm sure it's fine, but I just need to make sure nothing is on fire. That smells really good. So I'm looking forward to continuing with the podcast, and thank you so much for subscribing, for watching. I just am blown away that anyone besides my family is watching this, like blown away. So thank you so much for being here and following along. And it is really fun to talk about knitting and talk about projects and the things that I love, as I know all of you love knitting, and that's probably why you're here. So without further ado, I'm going to open my Advent mini-skein for the 24th. And then I'm going to be opening my last Box of Hugge gift from A Homespun. And it's not a gift. I purchased a Box of Hugge from A Homespun House, and this is the last item in the box. So I'll open that. Then, as you know, I have a sock set giveaway. Maybe I'll save that to the end. I'm going to give you a progress update on my brioche wrap that I'm making with my Advent mini skeins from A Homespun House. And I have one whip to share with you. And then I will do the sock set giveaway. I'm so excited. All right, so I will start with my very last. You can see I still have some of these hanging, but those are ones I've already opened. This is the very last one. Day 24. Welcome to the 4th Sunday of Advent. Last skein. Ooh. I never know. People say mauve and mauve. So I don't know if it's mauve or mauve, but it kind of looks mauvey, mauvey. I say mauve, so I'm just going to say mauve otherwise. Yeah, it's kind of that same cappuccino, I don't know, mauve color. It's so pretty. So these are the last 4, and this one is called cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. You know what? Cinnamon rolls. I wonder if I should make those for Christmas Day tomorrow morning. Do I have the stuff? I might have to look up a recipe tonight. I think I'm going to do that. That would be such a nice surprise for my husband. I don't know if he'll want to eat cinnamon rolls, but here are the last 3 of the Advent mini-skein Advent calendar from A Homespun House. So pretty. It ends on a kind of beigey, cappuccino, mauve note. So that is really fun. What a fun thing. Have any of you gotten Advent calendars in the past? Did you get some this year? I've watched several Vlogmas episodes of people opening Advent calendars, and it was really fun. I mean, it was so fun to open this and be surprised every day. I just love opening gifts, and it's like having a little gift to open every day. So that has been a hoot. All right, it's gonna get crinkly here. A little sticker that says thank you. Thank you, Molly and Robert. So here is, oh my gosh, I wonder if this is the gingerbread colorway. Nope, it's Tis Autumn. Oh, because it was I think it was an autumn box of Hugge. So here is the colorway. I wonder if this looks very similar to the Return to Hogwarts. Doesn't it? Very similar, but this one's more pinky and this one's more like green and blue. Very pretty. So yeah, autumnal colors. There's some, oh yeah, there's some mustard in there and some red and really pretty speckly yarn. Very fun. Maybe I'll actually make a sock. Some socks. I'm not a big sock knitter. As you can see, I bought some sock blocking holders here. I don't have a very good track record with socks. I made an Arnie and Carlos pair using it's an old Arnie and Carlos for Shahenmeyer sock yarn that I purchased at Stephen B in Minneapolis. Then I purchased yarn from Molly from A Homespun House in rose gold and then turmeric. And I love those two colors together. And I started that one, but I only made one of each. I never finished the second sock. So, and then I think I had a Wool in the Gang sock that I made a long time ago. So I have never the Wool in the Gang socks I finished, but I have not finished these socks. I'm on Sock Island. Like I finished the first one. I'm like, okay, finished object. I'm done. So I haven't gone back to make the second of the pair. So maybe I'll go ahead and make a pair of socks with this. That'll be fun. So next on the agenda is to talk about my brioche wrap using my mini skeins. So I made some progress. This is a little bit of a rainbow episode, and you will see why in a minute. But look at that. I love it so much. I am so excited. This is maybe the most excited I've been about a pattern that I am designing, because I can't wait to cast on the next color. It has been so fun. So I got up to, now I'm on skein and colorway number 4. It's so fun. So this is the right side, and then this is the wrong side. And the best thing about working with brioche, doesn't that look like a rainbow? The best thing about working with brioche is that it's double-sided. So who doesn't want a scarf or a wrap or a shawl that's double-sided? Because you're gonna like have some part of it from the back showing. So it might as well be double-sided and look good on both sides. So I am psyched. I love this side. You know, there's more of the white on this side, but I just love all those color changes. Look at that. In love. It's gonna be so fun. So this is, that's how much I've gotten done. So fun. Yeah, so this is pretty exciting. And I'm just going to keep on going. Like I said, I have patterns that I am going to, before I write up this pattern, and I'm writing it as I go, but I mean, it takes a lot to write a pattern, send it to a tech editor, get the edits back, and you go back and forth. At least it is for me. It's not easy to write a pattern. It's not. I will just say the first one took me 2 months, and I was all morning and all night before and after work working on it solid. So it's gotten easier over time, but it is definitely, there is a learning curve to start writing patterns. So that is not to discourage anyone. It is well worth it. And there are people now, I was having a hard time finding someone. I finally reached out to Jill Walcott, and I hired her. We just did some Zoom chats. I don't know, maybe it was like something else, Google Chats or something back in the day, because that was in 2019. I think fall of 2019. I'm not sure. But anyway, I paid her, because she leads workshops and stuff like that. I paid her to teach me how to grade patterns, because my first design was a raglan sweater, and I didn't know anything about writing patterns. None. I just made the sweater, and then I was like, how do I write this up? And how do I grade it? And how do I add all these sizes? So I didn't know what I was doing. But I mean, that's just the best way to do it. Just go ahead and start. It's just like this podcast. When I started this, I asked 2 people, because the thing that was holding me back is the equipment and the lighting and all that stuff. I was just like, what do I do? And how do you know? But there are YouTube videos on how to start a podcast and what the equipment you need and all of that. But then I was like, what should I get? And so I reached out to 2 people, Jen Geigley and Kim from Knit Together with Kim and Jonna. And she might not remember this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Kim and Jonna did a holiday episode today, and they mentioned my Vlogmas. I was freaking out. I mean, I knew they were going to. Kim told me she was going to do it. She was going to mention it. But actually watching it and seeing her mouth say the words and my name, it was trippy. So anyway, thank you, Kim and Jonna, for adding my Vlogmas to your podcast today. I was just so honored, and it was just an honor. It was quite a moment for me. And my husband, I made him watch it, and he was like, that is cool. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very kind of you to do that. But anyway, I asked Kim and I asked Jen Geigley, what software do you use to make a podcast, to edit your videos? And they both came back and said iMovie. So I was like, done. I need to learn iMovie, went to YouTube, figured it out, and the rest is history. So thank you, Kim, once again. Thank you for your advice, or just sharing with me. So anyway, that is about knit design. So back to knit design. There are people like Claire of something Mountain. Oh, what is her? There is somebody named Claire from Sister Mountain, and she teaches workshops on how to grade patterns. And she also has a really handy tool for people who are learning how to write patterns and new knit designers. She has this awesome worksheet that you can use to help you figure out how much yardage you need of yarn for your pattern. It is a game changer. I don't even know how I got through those first couple patterns without this tool. It is so awesome. So Claire from Sister Mountain, highly recommend. I think I took one workshop from her, and it's good. It's really good. And if you sign up for her newsletter, I'm just looking at a whole slew of emails from her. She writes great articles on knit design. So if you're at all interested in designing knitwear, check her out. Highly recommend. And I think she's British. I think she lives in England. So there's that. Then, so anyway, I need to go back. Thanks to the Grocery Girls, I watched one of their podcast episodes, and they talked about size inclusivity and why haven't some designers gone back, even though, they might have some size inclusive patterns now. Why aren't they going back and adding more sizes to their old patterns? Good question. And I need to do that. So thank you, grocery girls. I am going to update I looked at my patterns, and it's actually, I have 7 patterns on Ravelry. One is free. So a lot of them are easy knits from, when I was, first starting. One of them is free, and it's just a cowl, simple cowl, and it's good to go. And then 2 patterns that are size inclusive. And then there are 4 actually that I need to update to be more size inclusive. And I will be doing that. So that is happening before I write this pattern. So maybe, I'm hoping I can get that done pretty quickly, but it's going to take some time because I got to send it to my tech editor and wait for her edits to come back. And, yeah, I've got work to do this winter. But maybe by next year's Vlogmas, I don't know if I'll do one, but if you get a mini-skein set, it'll be ready by then, and maybe it'll be ready by this spring. So that is the update on that. And then let's go ahead and talk about my whip, and then I will do the giveaway. I can't believe this is the last day of Vlogmas. I know I already said that, but it is unbelievable to me. So this is the Stephen West Gradient Mystery knit along. So I got this far, and then I was working on my Kumo sweater, and the Kumo sweater just took over. So I really wanted to finish that sweater. So this is as far as I got. Now I did start making the first version of the pattern because it changed. So this was from the first version, and you can see my Weavin' Stevens back there. If you don't know what those are, look up Weavin' Steven on YouTube. It's a way to weave in your ends as you're knitting, and it is gold, Jerry, gold. I think that's from Seinfeld. But anyway, this is my West Knits gradient shawl so far, and I love it. I love these colors. You should have seen when I was picking these colors, I had my girlfriends on a text thread. Some of them don't even knit. And I was showing them sets of 4 skeins, and they all were like, these are your colors. This is it. And I was like, it is, isn't it? It's perfect. So yeah, I am using La Bien-Aimée. And I bought a set, but then I changed out one of the colors in the set. So this is La Bien-Aimée, and it is Cashmerino, 433 meters per 100 grams, 75% superwash merino, 15% cashmere, 10% nylon. And this is the color Sansa. So Sansa, and sorry, this is going to be a repeat of, it's in my first episode too, but I hadn't made any progress, I don't think, at that point in time. But these are the other colors. And the last color in the group, this orange, I think it's called Super Orange, and it is actually linen quill. So I'm holding this Cashmerino La Bien-Aimée with 1 skein of linen quill, which is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And this, yeah, it's super orange. So I bought this super orange with a hot pink to make a shawl, but I love. I bought it to make a half and half triangles wrap, but I could always make the smaller half and half triangles wrap, and then because I'm using one of the skeins for this. So yeah, aren't these colors? I don't know if they sing for you, but they are singing for me. I love them together. So yeah, that is my Stephen West mystery shawl that is not done and will be worked on at some point this winter or spring, depending on when I finish my pattern writing the grading, the extra grading, and finish this guy. I love it. I'm so excited for the next color. I can't wait. So I think I'll probably be fairly monogamous with this project. So that's happening. All right, it is time for the giveaway. This is the Return to Hogwarts sock set from A Homespun House from this fall. Like, I got it in September and never took it off took the band off or anything. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 400 meters. And then there's this 50 gram mini. I think it's 50 grams. Anyway, maybe? I'm not sure what that is. 20 gram mini, maybe? But anyway, it's heading your way. One of you lucky 8. So I used my Advent mini-skein bags as numbers. So I'm going to jumble them up. I'm going to jumble them up so I don't know what's what. And then I will reach into my bag that I got from A Homespun House as part of my Advent calendar. I will reach into this bag and we have number 5. So starting at the top of the comments and then going down to number 5, that person is going to win the sock set. So let me just take a look. Well, I might as well look right now and so I can tell you who it is. So starting from the top, because that's the way I decided I was going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. It is Jill S.I.O. Jill S.I.O. on YouTube. And Jill said, my favorite character, because that was the thing you had to do, was put your favorite character in the comments. My favorite character is Professor Severus Snape, because I love Alan Rickman. He's a great actor. I mean, come on, let's get real. And then she said, I love Northern Exposure too, because I mentioned that in my episode. So anyway, yeah. Favorite character, Snape. Jill, congratulations. Please send me an email. I'll send you a reply with my email. I think I might need to start an email address for KNIT versus giving my email address. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but you could also go to, if you're on Instagram, go to, you could DM me on Instagram. I'm KNIT there, same as Ravelry, same as here. So, feel free to DM me there. Otherwise, I will send you my email address. Congratulations! This is my first ever giveaway. So hopefully it's the first of many to come. Anyway, thank you all so much. It has been such a hoot to do this. And thanks to A Homespun House for just creating these amazing yarns. Look at this color, you guys. So pretty, that mint green with the pink. I can't wait to get to this color. So yeah, this is going to be a really fun project and I'm excited to use these. Great to be here and I hope you all have a very wonderful Christmas tomorrow if you celebrate Christmas, and I will see you next week with my pilot episode with Jonna, who is one of my best friends. So excited about that. All right. Have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to say what I'm wearing. So this dress is from Not Perfect Linen. Just check that out. I'll put a link below. And then this cardigan is the Menders cardigan. The design is by Brienne Moody from Grand Marais, Minnesota, fellow Minnesotan. And this yarn is La Bien-Aimée in Merino DK. And these buttons are tortoiseshell buttons that I picked up at the Yarnery in St. Paul. And then this on Velma is what I'm calling my dress form. Today, Velma is wearing my Ranunculus, which is linen quill held with tussock mohair. Both are Pearl Soho brands of yarn. And it is just soft and delightful. And look at this sleeve. I mean, so great. This pattern is incredible. You can make it in many different yarns, yarn types. A lot of people who make these make several. Just a super, super famous pattern. If you go on Ravelry, there's like 35,000 to 40,000 projects. And you got to think, not everybody posts the project on Ravelry. So it is huge. This is a highly successful pattern by Midori Hirose. I don't know if it's Midori Hirose or Midori Hirose from the Knit Cafe. So that is a little note about the patterns that you're seeing here in this episode. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, one other funny thing about Knit Together with Kim and Jonna. They introduced me to this. It's hard to see right now. HETTA Glogg. This HETTA Glogg. I think they saw it first at Rhinebeck. And then they bought some and brought it home and had some around for Christmas and the holidays. So I attempted to purchase it last year for the holidays and buy it for my friends and family. And it was stolen on delivery. So this year I had the delivery sent to my mother-in-law's house and it made it. So I was super happy. I bought a whole case, like 12 bottles of HETTA Glogg to give to my siblings and my mother-in-law and just people in my family. So, and then I went to the European Christmas market and had some mulled wine. So this is the commemorative cup for the 10-year anniversary of the European Christmas market. And I am enjoying my HETTA Glogg in this tonight. So very excited that I actually got to try it because last year it was stolen and I didn't place another order. I just let it go and it was a bummer. So I was really happy to get it this year. Anyway, cheers.